And here we go to round 2 of WhoRunBarterTown versus Kimbo. And we're doing something different. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Adaptation. So Mechanized Assault Doctrine straight up picked for WhoRunBarterTown. Sorry, he was on the right, but I thought he was on the left because of the UI. And Kimbo with no immediate lock-in yet. Looks like he wants to actually check what his enemy is doing now. Ooh, double engineer star, which probably leads us to a tier 1 strategy. Not necessarily, but it's usually the way things go. Or maybe he also already knows what his enemy is going on this map, depending on how often they've faced each other. So we actually have the suppression bulletin for the Austrian. I don't think I've seen it apply in the last game. At least not consciously. So that should be quite interesting to see if that works. Well, I know it works. It's just not the most speediest of things. So that's a pretty slow start for Kimbo, because he already has the amount of manpower for the penals, but since he had to run onto the field and build the engineer, it's going to be a bit delayed. And Mechanized Assault start is usually fairly speedy. There you go, because you can just call them in from off map, no build time required. Just 280 manpower. Very good close combat unit, especially getting into position quickly with sprint and then blasting away with the MP40's close range. And ever since the rework, which affords them, I believe, a 6-man on veterancy. I do not know. Oh, wait, there it is. Battle phase 2, they get a veteran squad leader, who also has an MP40. Actually increases capture territory rate, which is kind of nice, and makes them more resilient. So they scale into the late game. There we go. First profit gained. Gets on a cutoff for the top side. Yeah, actually had to force off the penals, which is pretty brutal, because that's his only proper combat unit as of now. But the scout car is on the field. So I'm imagining he's jumping into that, forcing off those mech assault grenadiers. Full cutoff there for WhoRunBarterTown. Nice job. Let's see how much that M3 scout car can do, or if he's trying to blast it down from close range. Okay, he stays on far range, which is smart, because close range the MP40s can actually do something. Gets now into the cutoff, but very nice MG positioning. He's gonna force that thing off, because if he's trying to push, he's just gonna sprint in with the mech assault grenadiers and kill that thing in a different way. But there we go. That's the harsh damage there. Very nice play here by WhoRunBarterTown. Oh, but they still take a lot of damage. But now they're just too close, the peanuts. But he stopped focusing the scout car. Will he get it? He gets it. Needs to run away himself. Will the scout car will probably get one squad here, so tit for tat in this engagement, but damage was done. Oh no! But should still be able to get on target. Unless we have a backup. No backup inbound. Gets the squad. I wonder if he's gonna die for more. Okay, no, decides against it. Gets that one, which is pretty nice. Gets the overdrive ability for 10 munitions. Makes it super speedy. MG opening up, but should be fine. So well done by both players. But for now, Kimbo's back on the map. We do have a resource lead here. Mechanized is coming up, and he could afford a 2-2 if he chooses to do so. But the mech assault loss is pretty harsh. Apologies for those camera angles. Does get a good burst in with the MG, which requires him to repair that quickly before he can turn that into a clown car. Unfortunately, just standing out of range here. Penals are pushing the MG, and it is pretty low, so they might get some Good snipes, gets the gunner model sniped. Okay, there we go, I thought it was bugged for a second. Okay, does put pressure on the scout car again. Nice job, so delays the pressure from that even further. And there we go, scout car is built, P-grins are in order. But MG has to start running. Oh, I wonder if he's hurt the 222. So that thing should be going down. There we go. Flamethrower, pocket flamethrower just popped. The assault grenadiers need to start running. Oh no, he tried for a grenade. That's always a dangerous proposition with that low. Peanuts are pretty good on the move. Which is why they love to be blobbed in team games. Okay, get some decent damage on there. Do have to advance over red cover. I do dislike red cover outside your own base. I wish there was a little bit of a different solution there. But double fuel income for Kimbo now. Bartertown needs to get back on the map. But how much more expensive are these? 280. They're not that much more expensive than regular grenadiers, I believe. Actually, we completely skipped tier 1, which is something you can do with this doctrine. So I cannot check you, but I think it's 240 for grenadiers. So they are a little bit more pricey, which is the reason we are lacking capping squads. Does try to get for the mine. Come on, game. It's time to restart after this one. Okay, does cancel the mine there. Should get out, depending where the retreat path takes them. Oh, dodges the mine there. Okay, never mind. I was hopeful that the engineer would go this way. So the engineer is going down. Straight for the cutoff. Nice job. And Kimbo a little bit out of position. Is back at home, has to heal up. And Peanuts are in the north on capping duty. So Bartertown getting back on the map. Nice job. Let me just take a sip of my drink, because I'm getting a bit hoarse here. And he's on a full cutoff again. Very nice job. So Kimbo down to basic income of 6 and 4. Or is it 26 and 16 for Bartertown? Peanuts slowly advancing, and now the capping power has equalized after that engineer loss. So pretty brutal stuff there.
Our command post is under assault. Supply sector under attack. Report contact.
So let's see. Okay, we haven't gotten the tech up, needs some time. 90 fuel for that. Kimbo has not been able to tech up to T70, so decides to go for a tier 2 back tech. And gets an AT gun out to contest the 222. Shock troops added to the mix. Actually curious how they square up against Mech Assault boys. Oh, nice hit there by this gun. Does get its opponent's cut off for the left side. So nice job there. Both very cut-off driven players, which definitely playing the map to their advantage here. It's good to see. Okay, he knows that this gun is at large, so does not decide to linger. P-grins are standing very, very straight there. Proper German. I don't know where I was going with this. I'm lacking the adjective I was searching for. Nice job, blocks the line of sight there. I can't really advance into it. Looks like he just about saw it with the P-grins. Evades the circle. We're just seeing some capping going up north. Triple Panzer Grenadiers now from Bartertown. Now that is hefty, hefty. Expensive stuff. Nice MG position down south. There we go. Gets the smoke off against the MG, but doesn't help against the 222. But this gun does take care of that business. Ooh, closing in, not good. Peagrin's an excellent mid-range to close-range squad, but closing in against Penis is dangerous. But beautiful grenade! And a very late dodge by Kimbo, resulting in the wipe. But does get the flank on the MG here. Looks like it might have been repositioned. And getting caught out there. Peagrin's on the hunt now. So Bartertown belying my statement that it wasn't very good to close in there. Oh, here comes the barrage. Oh, brutal one. That will get addressed next patch. It gets the counter wipe. Nice job there by Kimbo. Brutal play here so far. Oh, these guys need to start running. That's a dangerous retreat path. Nice sidestepping here by the shock troops. Penal's also on the chase, but surprisingly low damage output yet. There we go, one model down. Oh, that's a close one. Oh, one more hit. And he would have gone down, but does get away. 2-2 on the hunt. We finally hit that mine down south on the fuel point, which looks like it was the Pioneers that had that honor. Will we see a grenade assault on the retreat? No. Not quick enough on that. Decides to just go let him retreat. Rather cap stuff. This gun looks like it just wants to heal up, so the 2-2 unknowingly has a lot of room to maneuver down here. Do we have a mine here? No, we do not. So 2-2 could do some extraordinary high damage. So pretty even Stevens for now. Gets back on the cutoff. Nice to see. 2-2 a happy camper. Oh, never mind. The Ziskan turned around before it was back home. So it does get a nice shot in there. Oh, actually that looked like a targeted shot. That just is flat out missed. Okay, decides to... Caution is the better part of valor. Assault Grenadiers do get some nice models on the way in, but the combined power of penals and shocks is overwhelming. So we actually have rebuilt the Panzer Grenadiers. Interesting, interesting. So for now I'd give Oster the definite squad advantage. Also very good MG, just covering the entirety of the middle. But looks like Kimbo is suspicious of the middle as is. Oh, we're gonna see another barrage here, if we have the munitions. And we do. There we go. But nice dodge there this time by Bartertown. Tries to go for the preemptive nade. These guys still capping. 2-2 tries to help, but it's not quick enough. Up here, these guys can't see each other yet. These Peagans could have been used to flank, but it looks like he just wanted to get those munitions very urgently. But these guys are pretty low now. Barrage is off cooldown. And there we go. Did predict the move into this cover, doesn't get the first shot, so Peagans have an easy dodge there. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers in the north forces off those penals. Very good job. Looks like engineers are gonna face check the middle, and we'll find 4,000 rounds per minute. So I can't remember how much was it. 2,000 rounds? I want to say 4,000, but I think that might be overdoing it. Okay, Peagrens with long range engagement is advantageous for them. Shock troops just running circles trying to evade the preemptive nade. Will we see their own grenade? No, he doesn't have the munitions for it. Does get the full cap, gets out of there. 2-2 doing some really nice damage. 8 kills for that bad boy. Oh, is this gun compromised? Has he been paying attention? Might want to consider the sprint. T70 now on the field. But he's just gonna go for it. It's very low. Pack gun now building. Oh god. Just try to figure... Not quite sure if that was an accidental steal by trying to just attack that. Do not have the incendiary armor piercing rounds activated there. Now we do. And we're getting some rear armor here. So that's some decent damage. Where's the 2-2-2 in all this? If the 2-2-2 gets some good rear armor shots. No, you can't back away from it. You have to go up full hard on the rear armor. Once you're that compromised, there's no going back. You have better chances going for the rear armor and maybe get a lucky main gun crit. Pretty long cooldown, but it probably is not going to do him the favor of running through that arc again. Or is he? But it looks like WhoRunBarterTown doesn't quite think he would be doing that. Incendiary. Looks like it was just an automatic retarget. And there comes the shuffle. Has to retreat away from that. Nice job by Kimbo. Keeps that thing on the field. Gets that. Ooh, but the AT gun. And it's still firing. Will we get the second shot? Oh, we missed. Unfortunate. Highly unfortunate.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Actual penal recrew of that Zis gun. That's pretty expensive. But for now it will do him well. And the mech assault squad didn't go down, so that's pretty good. I'd rather have that survive than a 2-2-2. In my opinion. Oh, will we get the shot? Ah, not quite. And penals on long range against Panzer Grenadiers that have to close in. Should do just fine. Haven't utilized the sprint yet. I'd really like to see that one coming. Also haven't upgraded to the squad leader, which would really benefit him. Here comes the satchel. Oh no! Okay, does pay attention, gets away. Double engineer repair on the T-70. Looks like we're on the hunt for it. Shock rifle front line chosen again by Kimbo, by the way. Only just noticed thanks to the armored camouflage. Excuse my yawn. Yeah, thanks to the veterans too, they're actually doing decent mid-range damage and get them.
More of our troops have been lost.
T-70 doesn't get the clump shot.
Supply sector under attack.
It isn't fully repaired, so does get the first pack shot in. But we still don't have any Faust opportunities. Panzer IV is in the build. But Kimbo knows that there is no Faust available. So is he deciding to stay? I don't know who got caught on who there. He's just trying to get it as close to the base as possible to keep it as safe as possible. Looks like we're seeing a steal here. Oh, that's not something we want to do. Nice job by Kimbo there. Hits the perfect timing before the P4 is out. Those shocks are in trouble though. It's a long way home. Gets them. Beautiful. So I haven't chosen Panzer Shreks, but he doesn't need to now. Looks like this might actually be a bait here. Where is the Panzer IV? It's just a base. Oh no, but I think the bait was too ambitious. Too early, and he gets it. Yeah, the model there agreeing with me. But there we go. T-70 Menace finally being taken out. 476 to 239, so this game still has a lot of lags left. But massive damage inflicted on WhoRunBarterTown here. Loses the third P-Gren. We finally see the veteran squad leader upgrade. Nice job. Oh, and they actually see the sprint utilized. Looks like he saw the AT gun. This AT gun's gonna go down. The Panzer IV is pressuring those shock troops. Oh no, and if the Pak 40 is in camo and doesn't have the benefit of the Zis gun barrage, he actually gets away with this Zis gun for surprisingly long. Finally gets it. I don't think he's seen this one yet. No ground target here, but he didn't want to, because he didn't want to compromise his position. Oh, okay, so it does. I think I just saw the side for a combat buff after the stealth applied. But nice wipe there. Gets the counter wipe with another bundle nade. And that's the dream. P-Grens on mid-range and green cover against Soviet infantry. That is a no-no for everything else. Surprised he retreated the Panzer IV all the way. He did see how low that thing was. And that he just wiped the other Zis gun. Speaking of which, who's got that now? Okay, so AT guns have been exchanged. And lucky for the Auster player, it will only be a 5-man Zis. Actually, a 4-man Zis. My apologies. So good stuff there. That's always a nice MG position. Covers pretty much everything. It is still a standard MG, so it does lack the side range. So whenever you lose an MG, definitely recruit with Auster Pioneers. Because then you basically have close to the entire circle. Not circle. What's it called? Field of fire. Let's go field of fire as visible range. And I think he saw them, but he might not have seen them on the map. Probably his attention was somewhere else. So he's gonna get the flank there. This is gonna take a little while. And that MG a little late, and that's going down. Nice job. Okay, decides to go for the light artillery barrage to try and deny the cap. Good choice. I don't think it will kill it entirely. No, but it delays it. Forces P-Grens up top to close in. Veterans C3, by the way. Oh, it's a risky cap. Does get away with it. P-Gren's actually targeting the pack gun, so the Panzer IV has more leeway, but doesn't quite get it. Has to run away. Oh, brutal shot here. Oh, never mind. I thought he just killed 4 squads, but no, he actually did. I thought he picked that MG up, but he already did with the shock troops. As I said, short-term memory, not my strong suit. But in the meantime, caps the rest of the map. Good job there. Just a couple of squads holding back the tide of Kimbo. That MG is really brave for staying in there trying to cap that. But looks like Kimbo's getting a bit desperate for fuel. He does have now the Mechanized Armor Company. I wonder if he's gonna get a T-34. I would recommend it. Oh, these P-Grens are pretty in danger. Nice grenade though. Keeps these guys moving while the rest of these guys are dishing out some damage. MG gets away. Yeah, looks like he saw it. Nice sprint. Beautiful ability usage here. Looks a bit goofy as they run. Oh! Doesn't actually get it. I was ever so lucky. Here comes a grenade assault, I think, because they... Oh, no. It wasn't, because I thought they were using grenade assault because they were a little bit moving awkwardly. Oh, very clumped up. Panzer IV with the moving shot gets 2 models. Could have been worse, but should force these guys off. Okay, decides for the soft retreat. Gets the pack in. Good job there. Indeed, T-34-76. Can't afford to wait for anything else. Good choice. I would have hated if he tried to stall for something bigger. So excellent game we have here. Lots of wipes on either side. Lots of back and forth. Vet 2 P-Grens. Actually 17 kills and only Vet 2. It's quite impressive. Oh, this building is low! And there they go. And seeing that pack gun out of position. Okay, does have some penals to protect it. Did try for the grenade. Oh boy. Beautiful satchel there. Anticipates the later retreat. And gets the counter wipe. What a play. Nice job, Kimbo. Pioneers versus Engineer, one of the few fights they can win. And if my camera wouldn't fuck me over... Oh no, late retreat here. What the hell is that crater?
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
Is that a demo? Satchel charge? No, but a satchel shot doesn't do that. Loses another P-Gren, that's pretty harsh. 2 P-Grens down now. We still don't have any Faust, so that T-34 can circle. And we don't have the time to use the Zis barrage here. It's a very nice play by Kimbo, punishing his opponent. That was some awkward sounds there. Sounded like mines going off. That crater might actually have been there since the start. There we go, it's gonna destroy the Zis gun. Good choice. Where is he? He might have lost line of sight there for a second. Bartertown with the attack ground. Gain some vet 1. Not bad. Oh, he's actually trying to capture it. He does. Well, that's pretty awful timing. So that's a lot of manpower down the drain, and I imagine a T-34 trying to kill it, missing, but the pack gun does the job. Still have double fuel for Bartertown. And that means Tiger time! The big kitty is on the field. It's not the OKW variant. Doesn't get the Panzer Commander, so it's a little bit more of a... don't want to say balance, because the current iteration of heavy tanks is just bullshit on all accounts. Actually, not even with weapons free, just straight up hold fire for pinpoint accuracy. That was quite impressive rate of fire there. Just, oh no, doesn't get it entirely. Was just the lagging models. Oh, but it... Okay. I'm a little bit flabbergasted because that rate of fire is quite impressive. And I'm close to thinking that hold fire might actually cause the Tiger to either use his lowest reload time by default, or it's just straight up bugged and reduces the reload time and resets it to like an older value. Which I wouldn't put past Relic. Oh, these guys are so low. Got the T-34 with a counter shot. Misses the follow-up. Looks like this was ground target. Shoots behind the Tiger. Panzer IV is gonna dive that. While Tiger just tanks that thing from the front. Oh no, okay, Panzer IV doesn't dive. Just decides to get rid of some MG bunkers. But yeah, Tigers are really good as is. Decrewing AT gun from the front, but at least they do take some damage doing so. And okay, T-34 doesn't get the pen. Oh no, main gun destroyed. Will he get the follow-up shot? Misses. T-34 both misses. I was lucky that T-34 could have gone down there. But Kimbo decides to throw in the towel. GG, well played. Nice job. So that was a pretty good and entertaining game. Quick back and forth. Constant rushes. And I think that's another one for the YouTubes. So I thank you for watching. And that was the follow-up game of the game from yesterday. Because I will post them 2 days apart. And basically Bartertown now getting the better of Kimbo, so that's a 1-1 in terms of our ladder best of 2 here. Might become a best of 3, who knows? Maybe I can find the next game straight after. But yeah, just beautiful play by the Panzer Grenadiers, but also beautiful play by the constant satchels on the retreat. Good shock troop damage. Actually, wow, he lost 4 shock troops. Okay, this might also factor in recruit team weapons and them getting recruit afterwards. Because I think he lost 1 of them, maybe 2. But I think everything else was a bit high up there. So for only a half an hour game, these are pretty good stats. 20k damage for both of them. Pretty sober with its austere KDs. You will always have like a two-thirds to 1/3 KD in favor of the austere, just thanks to the model count. Did lose 3 penal battalions, but I think we also lost just 2, and that the other one was a recruit pack gun. But yeah, beautiful play in terms of cutoff play. Both very aggressive. Nice job. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.